herd of Dexters.
According to many, Dexters are the perfect family cow. And don't get us wrong, they have worked well for us. But there's a lot of hype about the breed, and in our experience, it's not always accurate. So we just had to get a Jersey heifer for science sake, and we'll do our best to share our experiences, comparisons, observations, and if we figure out any, conclusions.
The infertility plague at our farm continues.
We were able to breed our Dexter Clover here first try. We did have a couple missed heat cycles that threw things off right before we were planning on breeding. So we aren't sure if that was a mineral deficiency or just as the weather was getting colder that she was growing in her coat or what was going on. We've tried many different things with Rhea, all by AI. We've tried different sides, different times of heat, different seasons, different donor tubes, and we kept recording what we thought would be the last update.
We've bred Rhea twice. She hasn't taken, so hopefully she will take on this one.
Only to find she hadn't taken.
Now it's Rhea's turn to go to the vet.
Daisy also gets to go to get her vaccinations.
Bit of a traffic jam on the way to the vet. The neighbor's cow is out.
Ovary-wise, she looks normal. Uterus-wise, all right. As long as we're making sure, we have appropriate selenium, copper is another thing. I know we're seeing everything normal on her today. We can still treat with Lutalice like we did before. Okay.
The vet saw nothing obviously wrong in the ultrasound. She gave us some Lutalice to try to see if that would help normalize Rhea's cycles.
I'm not sure why, but I still get super nervous every time when doing something like this. It could be because one time I was injecting oxytocin venously and I got kicked in the face, so I'm a little jumpy about that still. But this one is just a simple intramuscular to top of her rump here. Surprisingly not dramatic.
She loves the alfalfa. Okay.
Then out of nowhere, we came home to this disappointment. This, of course, rapidly turned into a trip to the vet.
I am not seeing a calf in here. Oh, there's something, yeah. But if that's a calf, that's not normal because it should be in fluid there. But I certainly am not seeing anything that would be consistent with a 4-month pregnancy in here.
Given these constant failures, we sent in blood work on both heifers, and the results aren't great. First, mineral deficiencies. Both of them show strong selenium deficiencies despite having free access to selenium mineral tubs. Otherwise, we've got a minor elevation in phosphorus for them both, and a minor elevation in iron for Rhea, with a minor deficiency in zinc for Clover. Now, one of those other Dexter theories is that Dexters are just supreme processors and don't need any supplementation. Side by side with the same nutrient and food source, it looks like they're about the same. The recommendation for that is to do a multi-min shot. Both of them flagged up for leptospirosis, which is a little odd. The vet kind of talks about that being related to their vaccinations. And then especially of concern, Clover comes up positive for Neospora. Although the kind of miscarriage that Clover had isn't really consistent with a Neospora infection. And as the vet notes, we can't really confirm that without testing the calf, but there was no calf. In any case, while we've got more information, I'm not sure we're any closer to knowing what's really going on.
We did some further testing and found out that Rhea and most of the rest of the herd are negative for any other contributing diseases. We did find out that Clover's mother, Allie, is Neospora positive as well, and the likely source of Clover's infection. Allie's been our most consistent and reliable breeding cow with great offspring, and so while this isn't a game-ending diagnosis, we will be carefully protecting our other cattle from infection and working to remove the infected line from our herd.
The quiet shining star coming through this has been Daisy, who's our half Dexter, half mini Jersey. She's a delightful size, looks like she's going to have a beautiful udder, took on her first breeding, and is coming along nicely. She is a little more skittish than we'd like to see, but we'll see how that shakes out. To address the vitamin deficiency, we're going to give both Rhea and Clover a multi-min shot. Just gotta find out if you're gonna have a baby. I don't know if you're gonna have a baby cow. So today is a good day and a day of desperate hope. Rhea got her multi-min shot a couple months ago, and then it looks like she successfully bred with our AI tech about a month ago. So we're drawing blood to see if she is indeed bred. We sure hope so. Unfortunately, the recommendation for chocolate is beef. However, in the interest of fairness and because we like her, we're going to try giving her the same treatment and hope that maybe by chance this is a mineral deficiency. We'll give her one more shot at this.
Subcutaneous.
Rhea and Clover are now 2.5 years old and still both unbred. We've got one more hope before we end up with a lot of beef in our freezer, and that is to bring a bull home. So we've got a great opportunity.
Letting the goats in the barn know.
He'll be breeding Rhea, our Jersey, who we haven't been able to successfully breed yet. Chocolate, who is our Dexter, who did breed and then lost it. And then Sangria, who's just, we're about ready to dry her off. Your Dexters are like exactly what we thought Dexters were and what we hoped we were buying when we got Dexters, and they're small. I love the size of yours, and the temperaments are amazing. Mainly it's about saving Rhea and Chocolate, because we want to give them a chance, and we know we've got the timing right for the AI breeding, but it's just, this will be as thorough as we can possibly be.
Absolutely.
And the best shot they've got. Well, here we are a month in, and we're a little worried Bullseye might not be doing his job so much. I think our cows are now reaping the reward of having pushed him around so much and making sure he knew he was at the bottom of the pile. He seems a little too scared to work with them. We're still hopeful. We'll give it another couple months and see where we go from here.
Chocolate successfully bred on the third cycle after being with Bullseye. Rhea's continued to not have any heats with no interest from the bull, but with another Lutalice injection, she did come into heat, and although Bullseye was interested, he was just a bit too short and couldn't figure out any options. We'll test in a month, and if she's negative, we'll give her another Lutalice injection and have her visit the neighbor's larger bull. While we are nowhere near the end of this road, it's good to see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. Hopefully we'll still get a good comparison of birthing and milk production when these two do finally calve. So subscribe to stay with us on this comparative journey.
This is Cozy Cow Farm!
We've learned a lot over the last couple years working our mid-century hobby farm.
We've grown, and so has our herd and flock.
But we still try to affordably increase our self-reliance while ensuring we and the kids are having fun.
Every day we find there is still more to learn.
So subscribe to join us on the journey.